Let me ask you a question and really think about this. Have you ever in your entire life seen a baby pigeon? You've seen baby ducks, tiny little sparrows. But every single pigeon you have ever come across shows up out of nowhere fully grown, fully sized, and ready to go. That's because they don't hatch, they're manufactured. Look, what we're actually dealing with here is a massive domestic spying program. The bird you're looking at is a low-altitude, urban reconnaissance drone. And once you see how the whole thing works, you are never going to look at a public park the same way again. If you go back to the Cold War era, governments had a massive problem. Human spies kept getting caught, and early satellites couldn't see through clouds. They needed something invisible, something everywhere, and something people would just completely ignore. So, they quietly phased out the actual, biological pigeons and replaced them with early Android models. First prototypes were pretty clunky, but they quickly realized they needed a way to maintain them without pulling them off the streets. Enter the Great Breadcrumb Campaign. Think about it. Bread has zero nutritional value for a bird. But those aren't breadcrumbs. They're compressed cleaning pellets. When a pigeon eats them, it clears out their internal intake valves and polishes their camera lenses. You thought your grandma was just being a sweet lady on a park bench, but she was basically working as an unpaid field mechanic for the state. Once you know what to look for, the cracks in their design are everywhere. Take the head bob. Science claims they do that for depth perception, which 0 sense. What you're actually seeing is their image stabilization system resetting. When they bob their head, they are buffering a video file and preparing it to upload. And why do they love sitting on power lines so much? Real birds might just be resting. But pigeons do it because their feet are made of conductive copper alloys. Those power lines are essentially giant, city-wide charging docks. They're literally standing there draining electricity from the grid to charge their internal batteries. It even explains why so many city pigeons have missing toes or messed up feet. It's not a disease. It's just mechanical wear and tear from rough landings on concrete when they're tracking someone. And that white stuff they drop on your car windshield? It's not waste. It's a liquid GPS beacon. If your car gets hit, your vehicle has been flagged by an algorithm. That compound reflects satellite frequencies so they can track where you go. Honestly, go wash it off right now. Now that we have cellular networks everywhere, it's gotten even worse. They don't even have to go back to a base to dump their data anymore, because they have internal antennas. If you're walking down the street and your phone signal suddenly drops for no reason, a pigeon nearby just hijacked your bandwidth to upload a scan of your face to a secure server. So, how do you protect yourself? First, wear polarized sunglasses. It messes with their facial recognition software and forces them to reboot. Second, never make direct eye contact. If you stare at one, you trigger a tracking protocol, and they will literally follow you for blocks. I can actually hear them on my roof right now. They know I'm talking about this. If I disappear from the internet tomorrow, you know exactly what happened. Stop feeding them. Stop looking at them. Keep your guard up, and keep your cars clean.